სუბსიდია არის სერვისის ინდუსტრიის გამოძიებაში, ან როდესაც სურს რაიმე მომსახურების მიღება, მიიღო ეს სწრაფად, უსაფრთხოდ და დამატებითი დროის გარეშე. ჩვენი პიჩინგის მიზანია წარუდგინოთ ინვესტორებს ეს იდეა, დაუმტკიცოთ მათი უპირატესობები, მივიღოთ შესაბამისი ფიდბექი და შესაბამისი გრანტი, რის გამოც ვაკეთებთ ამ პრეზენტაციას. უპირატესობები პირველ რიგში ქართულ რეალობაში არის ის, რომ არ არსებობს ქართული მსგავსი, არსებობს მხოლოდ ან არა ქართული სხვადასხვა ქვეყანაში იქაც მხოლოდ ლოკალური, სამის ეს იქნება ერთგვარი ჩაუნაცვლებელი ტრადიციული არხების, როგორც არის სოციალური მედია ან პირდაპირი კონტაქტი. გარკვეულ, ასე ვთქვათ, შემსრულებლებთან იქნება ეს ხელოსანი თუ მასწავლებელი, ტუტორი თუ სპაიდერმენი ბავშვისთვის. შესაბამისად, ეს მიმართულება სათავეში ეტაპზე იქნება ინოვაციური, მოიზიდავს პირველ ინტერესს, თუმცა შემდეგ ამას შეთვალისწინებულია უამრავი განვითარება, რომელიც თავისთავად მოგვიტანს კონკრეტულ უპირატესობას და გართულებს, ასე ვთქვათ, მის განმეორებადობას.
Hello, I am Irakli. It's my pleasure to be presented here, and I will talk about the platform for more time to live. So, in our nowadays, the service industry is growing rapidly, and we can't ignore this thing. The role of informational technology in this development is to simplify and shorten the time and process of finding the best solution, the best what you need. In our local reality, when we need to get some job done, there are different kind of ways for this. And all those ways are connected to uncertainty and lots of time consumed. It means you have to ask your relative, your neighbor, coworker, someone who can help you do some casual job, everyday job. And also there is a different way of, in this process, using social media, which is not private and secure. So in this reality, if you need maybe craftsman or cut your grass, or teacher or Spider-Man for your kid, you need something. You don't need a grass cutter in the platform. You need a way to get such kind of professional. So there are different kind of differences based on this traditional approach. So it's more secure because it's based on the evidence-based feedback system and ratings of craftsmen. It covers almost all variety of jobs, and it's fast because the speed is most of the time the first thing what we need. It covers almost everything, but not only the things which are connected to physical job. I know this is the biggest part in this market, but there are lots of things that can be done without your hands. But we will be more concentrated on these things. The platform is almost done. It's our MVP, and it's started business to person or stuff like this. The main advantage is the less clicks and the less process of getting your request. So there is also very important expert advice direction, which is one of the main point of difference. Then the discussion is not limited, is not pricey, and you can get your order in one click. So, and it also means that the workers who have the experience to your business can share their working experience and to teach something also. In our local reality, the availability is only in terms of social media, but it's not secure and private. And also in our global market, there are a couple of tools, but we are mostly concentrated in local markets. For example, AirTasker is in Australia, and it's mostly concentrated on this market. So, besides the fact that there are differences to those tools, they don't approach on a global scale. So, our tool is kind of the combination, the security and high availability. the main thing to retain your customer and quality is the customer service for 24/7 and the standardized order automation. So in our goals, the main goal is to cover local market, and it needs until 2020 we can cover to all services which has kind of demand on our local market, and after 2020 we can go to CIS countries and Eastern Europe. So where we are now, we have already invested time and energy, and our MVP is here, and we are ready for a going local stage. It means that in the very nearest future, this idea will be one of a possible product on the market. So going local means that we are administrators of one of the biggest social media group, which has more than 80,000 users, and users consist of the workers and the posters. And the relationship and this process is on a continuous way. So we need 3 months based on the average commission of 7% to get our break-even, and this is the very fast process. The fund requested will be mainly invested in the R&D, which means to finalize the product, the MVP, to become the highest quality tool. The team which will work on this project consists of the people with the experience up to 7 years from marketing, technology, finance, and operation management, in the international and local companies, the experience of startups, and also management of multinational companies. Thank you so much for your kind attention.
Can you go over the problem that you're solving?
Pardon?
Can you go over the problem that you are solving?
The problem is when you want something that should be done by someone, you need to ask someone if he knows someone who can do this. You can shorten this process by one click without noticing 3 or 4 your friends that you need something. You can have the option which will have its own rating, which will have its own evidence history, and based on this, you can evaluate which craftsman can be useful for you.
Wow. Can you talk more about the competitive market? We heard about a similar business this morning.
Yes. In terms of competition, in a local way, there is the substitutes. We have to substitute some traditional way of working, social media or face-to-face communication. On a global scale, there are apps which have different approaches. Some of them charge for just posting, some of them charge for discussion, but our model is success fee, only after getting a successful job done, and if both parties are ready that this job is done, the fee is only after this.
And you mentioned expert advice. Could you
Yes, the expert advice is like one of the opportunity and point of difference for compared to them, because it means that in expert advice you can have the very interesting content pool where the experts will create and share their own experience, and it might become not just tool but also the source of information.
Are you going to employ the experts?
Pardon?
Why would they enter the platform and provide this expertise?
Because writing or creating content in expert advice means level up, additional points in your current rating, which means also the high probability that the worker with the poster will choose him or her.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks so much.
ფიჩინგმა ჩაიარა კარგად. იყო საინტერესო კითხვები, რაც თავისთავად ყოველთვის სწორი კითხვა ერთ-ერთი რჩევის საუკეთესო ფორმაა. ვფიქრობ, რომ რაც ხონდა ჩაფიქრებული, შევძლებთ მისი პრეზენტირება და იმ კითხვაზე რაც გააჩნდა, გავუწევთ შესაბამისი პასუხი.